Hello Astro Explorers, this is Jeff Babcock, and today Jupiter, the gas giant, is going to be the topic of our discussion. This is a recent photograph from the Juno mission, and we move right into our next slide of the current position of Jupiter as of this morning, March 25th, 10 o'clock in the morning. We can see Jupiter's out there still in the sunlight. This is where we are on the Earth. I've accounted for our longitude and latitude and our current time of day. And it looks like Jupiter's still out there in the sun. If we want to see it at night, we'd have to wait till about 2 o'clock in the morning. And it's going to be coming up in our eastern horizon. As you can see, we are right here. And there's Jupiter right there at 2 o'clock in the morning, just coming up in the eastern horizon. Our next slide shows us a comparison of Jupiter and how big it is in comparison to all the other planets in our solar system. You can see here Jupiter is obviously the largest, followed by Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Earth, Mars, Pluto, Mercury. Maybe that's probably Venus. They just didn't label it here. But that gives us, we fit 11 Earths, side by side here. According to some of the documentation that I've read, Jupiter's huge, but as we know from the studying we've been doing, it's mostly gas and maybe a core. I don't know. Brings us to our next slide, which shows kind of the layers here of Jupiter. We can see we've got a helium and hydrogen mixture on the outside, which gives us our swirling patterns, our heat and the convection of the heat coming out of the supposedly metallic hydrogen. There's so much atmospheric pressure going on down here that's pressing the hydrogen molecules so tightly that they say that the heat here is as hot as the surface of the sun. I find that amazing that this planet is putting out that much heat, and it's causing all these gaseous swirls here in between the belts and the zones here. You got the zones that are rising up to the surface, and then it's cooling and it's creating the belts, and you have all the stuff going on in between, as we're getting deeper and deeper toward the possibility of a core inside there. So pretty amazing stuff. On to my fascinating fact. I found this NASA EYES visualization talking about the Juno mission. This is an actual lifetime presentation that NASA has going on. We can actually, Juno is currently orbiting Jupiter and taking some really awesome photographs of it. We can fast forward in time. It's getting around there pretty quick. It's scheduled to make another roundabout of Jupiter right around April Fool's Day of this year. It's going to be circulating back around Jupiter and taking more pictures for us. So this brings us back to why we're excited, because this is pretty much the end of my presentation.